Tesla has made some pretty significant changes to its battery production and the battery that we're using in new Tesla vehicles coming out of the China factory. Those changes are being implemented right now. Here is what they are. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Sam Evans, and I'm really looking forward to these changes because they're actually a pretty big deal. Last year, CATL announced it was building a battery pack facility, making battery packs, basically putting them together for Tesla specifically with a 70 gigawatt hour capacity around 3 kilometers away from Tesla's factory in Shanghai. Well, it's now ramped production, but it's not using the batteries that are currently in the Model 3. They're different batteries and it's a different pack. I believe it's most likely to be the kind of pack that NIO and of course BYD are using. Not the same, but similar in concept. So what this means is you're probably going to see articles within the next, 24, 48 hours saying Tesla is firing stuff in China because it's not selling enough cars. There's going to be no facts based on that whatsoever. Yes, Tesla are firing some of its stuff. It's reducing its in-house battery production, and so it should. Why on earth would you keep doing it yourself when it doesn't make financial sense to do so? CATL, they can do it cheaper, they can do it faster, and to be honest, they can do it better than what Tesla can. So Tesla here is making a cost-cutting move, but it's a cost-cutting move that will mean you'll save money because you're getting a better product with better cells, better packaging, most likely structural battery pack packaging. Now, what does this mean? Well, NIO and BYD, they've implemented using CTP battery packs. Other companies have done the same thing. There's other brands of EVs in China now using CATL's new M3P batteries. M3P batteries are lithium iron phosphate battery packs that have been doped with manganese, giving them about 10 to 15% more energy density at the same exact cost. We know that the same cost because CATL said it themselves, as the previous battery packs. Plus, apparently they're more structurally efficient, meaning the battery pack has less empty space in it and lighter. This is actually a really big change. You definitely couldn't call this a refresh. The media don't have a clue what they're talking about. They're calling this a refresh. Imagine if Volkswagen said, hey, we've got this new battery pack, right? New cells. It's way better in all these different ways. Plus, we're changing the looks of the car. We're changing about 23 different things on the car. Do you think they'd call it a revamp, a refresh? Don't think so. Tesla actually recently stopped producing batteries on its phase 1 production line in its Shanghai battery plant because it started moving to having other companies do it for them, which makes sense. The factory line, the production line in Tesla's factory wasn't as efficient as it could be, not fully automated. CATL's new factory is pretty much fully automated. So the discontinued phase 1 battery factory was built early on. The capacity wasn't huge, and that is where the jobs are going. That's why Tesla are firing people, because that production line is not efficient and not producing the latest, best battery pack for the Model 3. For those of you who know details, exact details of what Tesla's done in the past, you'd be correct in saying that Tesla's past battery production strategy has been to get battery cells and modules from suppliers and then subsequently assemble and produce battery packs on its own. That's what it does in the US. For example, CATL sends battery cells from its factory in China to Tesla in the United States, and then Tesla assembles those as part of packs. Now, that's one of the reasons why the Model 3 is more expensive to build, or will be for sure, in the US versus in China, because Tesla doesn't have to do it in-house anymore. It's doing it in-house in the US, but in the US it has to do that because otherwise it can't meet the demands for the IRA. Tesla's cars won't qualify for the $7,500 incentive unless they're actually built, put together, packaged in the United States. However, the rest of the world, these incentives obviously don't apply. Here's what CNFpost.com said. Tesla's push to hand over a portion of its battery packs to suppliers during the window of the Model 3's upcoming facelift began as a choice made by Tesla, seeking extreme cost cutting after remeasuring. Tesla has gone through every single little thing it does, everything to the finest detail, to reduce the prices of its cars. It wants to be able to undercut everyone and provide a better product at the same time. I think that's exactly what they're doing now. I think the price of Tesla's cars in 9 out of 10 countries, 90% of the places where they're sold, based on the price that they are for the product you get, I think you're getting the best product. And that's why I recommend the cars. But I'm just being, in my opinion, objective. I don't currently actually hold any Tesla shares. The reason being, I sold them all because of my video. If you want to know why, I'll put a link in the description to my video about what just happened with me with stake, which was kind of crazy. I would have held onto the stocks, but I felt like I had no choice but to sell. Anyhow, getting back to these new batteries, it's said they'll have 10 to 15% high energy density and will be lighter, possibly also CTP pack, so structural cell to pack, meaning it'll be basically like a structural battery pack. And there'll be a lithium iron phosphate battery with added manganese. In addition to that M3P battery, they're also going to be bigger, 10% bigger. They're going from a 60 kilowatt hour battery pack to a 66 kilowatt hour pack. What does that all mean? Well, if this report is true, and we've heard this report now numerous times, this means that the base model Tesla Model 3, the new version, the Highland version, will have around about 340 miles of range. 340 miles of range. That's 550 kilometers. This is what everyone's saying in China. This has been a rumor that has been disclosed now and talked about now for many months. Do I think this is true? Will the new base model Tesla Model 3 have 550 kilometers of range, 340 miles? I don't know. But if you are the competition, and this does happen, as everyone is reporting it will, I think it's pretty likely considering this report has not been refuted by anyone, then you've got to be concerned. Because this is going to probably not make any difference to the price that Tesla has to make the car. In other words, it won't cost Tesla more money to make this car with these newer, much better batteries. They can potentially price them at what they're pricing them at today and still have a range that is far greater than any of their rivals. Will this happen in this way? Will Tesla keep the prices the same? I don't think they will. I think they'll probably increase them by 5 to 10%, but it will still be an amazing car for that amount of range. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.